It's part of the city's Clean and Green initiative. We're always looking for ways where we can do what we do with less adverse impact on the environment. And I'm joined today by a number of people: Alderman Ken Kirby from the City Council, our Director of Recreation and Parks, Leanne Plummer, the Chair of our Environmental Commission, Suzanne Pagel, and I'm going to turn it over to Flip Walters, our Harbormaster, in just a minute. But in a nutshell, this boat is not a new boat. The city's had it for 10 years. And thanks to a lot of support, and I'm going to read so I don't mess up the acronym, from the Mid-Atlantic Air Management Association, as well as some in-kind support from the manufacturer, we've been able to take an existing boat and repurpose it to be a hybrid diesel-electric solar-powered boat. And for those of you who saw us come up here, it's super quiet. The loudest noise it makes is when we're switching from forward to reverse, but the actual running of the boat is as quiet as paddling a kayak. And so I want to turn it over at this point to Heather Campbell, who's representing Senator Ben Cardin's office. Obviously, federal air quality and regional air quality are a big concern of the federal government, not just from the city. And our partners in Congress, Senator Cardin and Senator Mikulski, who's represented here by Denise Noe, have been very, very helpful to the city, working with us on grants and on other issues to help us bring our fleet up to the 21st century. So Heather, would you like to make a few comments?
Sure, thank you. Thank you very much for having me here today on behalf of Senator Cardin. I am very pleased to be here on his behalf to witness this new boat, or this newly repurposed boat, I should say. Along with the entire delegation, Senator Cardin and Senator Mikulski worked very hard to support the part of the source of this funding, which was stimulus funding through the EPA. And Senator Cardin is very proud that we were able to use this funding to really repurpose an old boat and to make this boat really just absolutely state-of-the-art in terms of its technology. And now I'd like to introduce Susan with the Marama. I'll just say Marama. I'll go with that for now.
Okay,
There you go.
thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to be here, and appreciate your remarks, Mayor and the Harbormaster. I want to give credit to the Harbormaster for this project being accomplished, because there were a number of bumps in the road, and he managed to persevere and use creative work hard and made it happen. So I also want to recognize Susan Stevenson from my staff, who did a lot of work to get the EPA grant in place, and Tom Timbario from our contractor, who helped make sure that the engineering issues that arose during the project were adequately revised and taken care of. This is going to reduce diesel emissions. That's one of the high priorities for the air pollution control agencies in this region, and we're very proud and pleased to see it take place. This is part one of a two-part project. We're really happy to see part one. We're anxious to see part two, and thank you very much, Mr. Mayor and Mr. Harbormaster, for all the work you've done.
Thank you. I see some other folks have arrived. Our fire chief and director of emergency management. I hope everything's okay. All right. Chief Stokes and Kevin Simmons, and you can see one of our fire rescue boats just a couple blocks down at Annapolis City Marina.
Same builder.
Same builder.
Same builder.
Also, County Councilman Chris Trumbauer, who his day job is as the West Road Riverkeeper. Everybody wants to be the Severn Riverkeeper, but there's only one, Severn River. So, next best, West and Road. At least it's 2 for 1. But Chris, do you want to say anything?
Not really. I want to see the boat.
All right,
well, no, I just want to congratulate the city in moving forward on this, and as someone who has a passion for the environment and doing things, leading by example. Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Harbormaster and everybody who helped make this possible. I'm very supportive of the effort, so
thanks.
Can't wait to check it out.
And just so people know, one of our boats was out of commission for a while, and Chris, with his organization, the West Road Riverkeeper, very generously loaned the city their boat, the Honey Dipper, on more than one occasion, and it's come in very handy.
The more boat waste we can pump out, the better.
That's right. Denise, would you like to make any comments on behalf of Senator Mikulski?
Thank you.
All right. This is Denise Noe.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Heather, for the senator's very happy about this money. It's a win-win-win. Not only is the boat much more environmental than it was previously, it saved the city of Annapolis a lot of money, and it will also, I understand, be used in backup situations for water rescue, so it will contribute to public safety. So it's great to be here for such a wonderful event. So, thanks.
And as Heather alluded to, most of the time when the city seeks help from the feds, it's a real joint effort of the delegation overall. And so regardless of which senator or congressperson is the point person, it's a joint effort, and Senator Cardin and Senator Mikulski's office have always been there for the city, and I appreciate it.
It was a project that was about 4 years in the making, and it was a great idea, but a great idea needs funding. And I cannot thank Susan Weirman and Susan Stevenson from Marama enough for the patience, because initially we had 75% of the money from them from the EPA through Marama, but it was one of those deals that it's all or nothing. And it took us more than, I'm going to say, a year and a half of those 2 years to find a way to come up with the other 25%. And the boat manufacturer came up with the other 25% as a grant from the Canadian government. But without the patience and support and assistance from Marama, and more than anything else, the patience. After we solved the money problem, we had to solve the technical problems, and that held it up another year. So it's been a long time coming. The second boat, many of you are aware of the city's pump-out boat, which was also funded in part by the EPA and in part by the Maryland Department of Natural Resources. And the pump-out boat is being converted as we speak to an identical propulsion system. They'll be, except for the fact that they have different jobs and the pump-out boat's a little bigger, they will be basically two of the same. And we're hoping to see our fuel cost go down by more than half by utilization of this technology.
And as our city manager, Mike Malinoff, likes to say, being green is green, because it does save money, and this is a perfect example. So with that, thank you all.